Hi there, Libra. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, they're just, okay, they said that was just a flipper. Okay, so this is Yetta Pearl, and I'm so glad that you decided to join me. And I really hope that something in this reading resonates with you. And so this is your angel reading for the week of July 19th through 25th, 2021. And this is a general reading, which means that not every single bit of it may resonate with you. That's okay. That just means that some part of it is for somebody else. And you take what resonates and leave the rest. And that's how that works. So, okay, I want both of those. Okay. So, as always, this is your guardian angels talking to mine, and they give me your messages, what they've been wanting to communicate to you lately. And so sometimes this is things that they've been trying to get your attention for a little while, and other times it's things that you have been receiving the message, and sometimes you just need confirmation, or maybe you've been lost in thought and just kind of buried your head in your work or whatever you've been doing and have not been able to hear the messages. So that's where I come in. They give it to me in sometimes feelings, sometimes pictures, sometimes it's words. Often it's just, I just know. And the words come out of my mouth. I don't hear them first. They come out, we hear them together at the same time. So that's how that works. So, okay, let me just have a look here. What they're giving me this time for you. Yeah, okay. This feels very much like a work situation for this week, that your work is taking precedent in your attention this week. It feels pretty good, but at the same time, so there's somebody here. It says, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others. So if there's somebody who is acting towards you in a way that maybe is different from their usual, or maybe it's the same, but they're just not very friendly, they're kind of going behind your back, there's somebody that just doesn't seem to have your best interests at heart, even though you don't feel any of that really for them, except in response to this behavior of theirs. You need to keep yourself flying as high as you already are. Do not be concerned with other people and what their thoughts are about you, or whether they feel threatened by you, or, do not be concerned by that. If you let yourself sink into that drama, then everything just gets worse. So keep yourself separate from it. And your angels are saying, they are deliberately not saying keep yourself above it. You are not above anybody. You're just not the same as many other people, and like they are not the same as each other either. And so it's not being above them, it's just keeping your energy out of the drama, because nobody needs that. And pretty soon they're going to come to a realization that it's all okay. If at all possible, ask your angels, when there is a situation, a group situation, that the conversation can naturally get around to addressing this in some way, some easy way that the person will be able to take it as new understanding, something that the conversation will naturally flow, and either you or somebody else will say something about not being competition, or about that you worked this and 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 this. You worked hard to get that, to be high flying right now, right? Something to indicate to them that they can have it too, but they just have to put the work in, right? Not everyone will be able to hear that message, but a lot of them will. And so then you'll be able to defuse the situation without actually, directly making a big deal out of it, right? So that's a really great thing. So also it still feels very much like the same work situation. Or let me just ask for a minute. Yeah, feels like work. For some of you it could be not at work, but it still feels like a spot where there's a team supposed to be working toward the same goal. That's kind of what it feels like. So it might be a volunteer position. It might be a group project of some kind. I don't know exactly. A neighborhood, maybe a community, something like that. Anyway, take it as it resonates. But here is an opportunity for you to start delegating. So when there's a project going on, and you may or may not be directly in charge of it, but you're certainly a part of it. And, as things occur to you that, oh, this has to get done and that has to get done, and you're making a list, and, and other people don't seem to be aware that these things need to be done, or they're certainly not having any initiative to get going on it themselves. Well, yes, you can take it upon yourself to suggest that they have a look at the list and that they choose some things on the list for themselves to do, right? And that in general there's this deadline and blah blah blah. So yeah, start delegating, start getting other people involved so that it's more of a team effort. Yeah. And so your intention with this whole thing is to create the best outcome, right? And so the more you focus on the outcome and keep yourself, again, they're saying it, keep yourself away from the drama, so that you are acting in a way that a true leader acts, right? So you are delegating, you are staying away from the drama, you are saying things to diffuse the drama without being a jerk about it, without being superior, right? You are a leader. You are not someone who is above anybody else. I know some of you are not understanding that. They're giving me that message. A leader leads by doing, by example, by being with the people, not by being above them. That's what they're giving me right now. So that's, and I'm seeing you, this very charismatic person, just kind of knowing the right thing to say, and with a smile on your face, leading by example for sure. I'm seeing you just being confident in what you're doing and ignoring, or it's not quite the right word, refusing to give any importance to the petty stuff, right? Move on, concentrate on what you want, that outcome, and then that's what will happen. That's what will come about. Don't even like hold yourself separate. So if somebody wants to engage in gossip with you about this situation, just don't. Just say, oh yeah, whatever, that's no, this is what we're focusing on. Here is what we're focusing on. We want this best outcome for this whole situation. And then in that way you're not even engaging in that conversation or in the the stuff around it, right? So here, okay. And so to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So same thing, if there's a person who just seems to be wanting to trip you up all the time, they're jealous of you, it feels like, instead of being upset by them, see them as somebody who deserves your understanding, who deserves your compassion, and who, you can truly wish them well. There's no reason for you to be upset by that. You are not threatened by them. They are threatened by you, right? So you can be the one to show the compassion and the understanding to them. And, if they learn something from that, great. If they don't, okay. You know, it's their path. They're the ones who have to take it. You don't have to. And so just showing that compassion and acceptance to them is all that's required. Yeah, beautiful. So it's a good time. Oh, it's a good time for new ideas and situations. So starting fresh after that. Oh, isn't that cool? Starting fresh after that bit of judgment and stuff that tried to trip you. It didn't work, did it? Because now you know, right? So because you've heard this guidance from your angels. So now you have a heads up, and now you are not going to get tripped up by that kind of energy. And so now you can just get started on a brand new thing. Clean it up. So it feels very much like sweeping cobwebs, opening windows, getting fresh air. You know, it feels like spring cleaning, even though, you know, it's summer already. But getting all that fresh and new and shiny and sparkly, it really is a great feeling. So get started on that without the dragginess of that old energy, right? It feels really good. It's a new project, and it's perfect timing to get started on that, because then the new energy is going to really flow, and there will be a whole team ready there with you to assist to get it all done and to get it successful, right? Like, because it's a lot of work for you to do all by yourself. So here's where this delegating and everything comes into play. So, you know, if you assign tasks to different people, then you'll have your own tasks to do as well. But so then you can just check up on them every so often, and that's how everything gets done. That is true teamwork, right? Okay. So purification. This feels very much like your own self. It's food and it's water. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. It feels like you're kind of clogged up, sort of, in your body. It feels like, no, not for everybody. For some of you, you haven't been drinking enough water. Those of you who are, great, keep it up. And, you know, it feels like better food. It feels like fresh food, like, you know, I want to say organic. That's what they're giving me. It's stuff that's pure, right? And so the stuff without preservatives, and the fresh grown, like maybe somebody in your neighborhood grows vegetables and things, and you can maybe trade with them for something, or you can purchase them from them. That's a really good way to do some purification. This is also in your thoughts, you know, and so that good food is going to help you think clearly. And that good food is going to clear out toxins from your body and make it so that your decisions will be better and will be easier to be made. Like, what they're showing me is really quite amazing. Now, I've known for a long time about the power of good food and stuff, but what they're showing me is really a dramatic transformation of the person from kind of sluggish and you know, dragging your feet, fatigue, exhaustion in some cases, and sluggish thoughts, and you know, brain fog, that kind of thing, and having not too much for motivation. And they're showing me that as the clear water goes in and flushes things through, as the good vegetables go in, and you know, they're not saying anything about being vegetarian. They're showing me, though, clean sources of meat, you know, without chemical, without, you know, that the animals have been eating good food and are treated well. They're showing me them in pasture and sunshine and things like that. And so that kind of clean meat. Also, what are they showing me? Yeah, it just feels crispy and crisp and clear and flowy and I'm not quite sure what it is exactly, but it's creating really good health in you. It's it's also along the food nutrition line, you know, but there, I'm sorry, I'm not quite getting that whole picture, so I apologize for that. But anyway, you can take it for, you know, the food, the good water, that kind of stuff. So do those things and let that also purify your thoughts. And so this feels very much the same as getting out of the drama, not engaging with those kinds of behaviors and stuff like that. There is a decision coming up for you, and it feels like, you know, this new idea, right? You've got more than one new idea. You've got several. So some of them you can do more than one. Some of them you'll have to decide between them. And so asking your angels for guidance to find out which is the best way to go. You know, when you think about doing, you know, this, if there's a path and there's two different ways to go, if you go this way, well, what's that going to feel like? What'll that look like? To the best of your ability, you know, see what that'll be like and what it'll lead to. And then go the other direction and see, well, what would be happening there and how would that feel? So whichever one feels the best to you. You don't need to know the details or exactly how you're going to accomplish something or exactly where it's going to lead to. But if you have a general idea of what it feels like, then you know how to make the decision. Go with your best gut feeling. Okay, so let's take one more bit of wisdom here from the daily guidance cards. There we go. Energy work. Oh, okay. That's thank you, angels. So when I was trying to figure out what was the other part of this purification, well, it's cleansing your energy, of course. How silly of me to not think of that. So if you can find, you know, a Reiki practitioner or therapeutic touch or healing touch or something like that and have somebody clear your energy, that will really, really help with the purification, of course. Getting in the habit of being grounded is a really great thing. And so doing that too. And in this way, you just help yourself maintain an even keel, and everything just then is so much easier to accomplish. Okay, that's an awesome reading for you, Libra. If you can hold on for one more minute and help me beam some love and some healing to the whole world and to all the people, to all the food, all the water. Let's purify the whole world with our bit of energy, because we can do this. There are studies that have shown that a group of people all offering this beautiful energy to the world all at the same time really makes a supreme difference. Thank you so much, Libra. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you next week.